Ho, ho, ho. Hello. Swivel heads, it's Greg Allison, Green Greg's Garden and Morning Farm, coming to you here in the wee hours Saturday morning, actually, for our Fried Friday session. Ho, ho. Friday, Green Greg's and Ham. It is now 11 DEC 21. Time on deck is 12:12. Actually, it is that's no, I got it wrong here. I'm totally off. The time stamps bad. Time on deck is 00:3200 hours Central Standard Time. I said 12:12. Oh, I see what I was looking at. Never mind. Had a bad index down below. Yikes, guys. Yeah, it's late. And why am I dressed up like this? Because I am Santa Claus. Well, also, we had our company Christmas party tonight, and I would have been on here earlier, but I've been having to drink some coffee, guys. So I've been having tonight. So I've been kind of really down. I think all the carbs at the Christmas party, and I did have a glass of wine, which I probably shouldn't have had. Anyway, I think that's made me sleepy. And it was like, whoa. Ho, ho, ho. How is everyone doing? As you can see, I got my Christmas lights up. Yeah. Hope that looks a lot better. Oh, yeah. Let's start our timer here. Bing. Thank you, Judy Dow. See how that goes. And hope everybody's doing well here tonight. Wow, we'll go through some weather. A lot of people have been asking about me about the weather. All the bad weather's north of me right now. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. You got it. Green Greg's. Right, Devils Den. You got it, buddy. All right, who we got in the house here? Wild Animals. Dan, how you doing? Or should I say Santa? You got it there. Ho, ho, ho. Still Roz? Let's see. Love the cover. All right, hell up in Buffalo, New York. It says P. So this says P. Pantera, I guess. Catherine, how you doing? Ho, ho, ho. She says, Honcho, hello. All righty. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to look at some weather here in a minute and see what's the spell. A lot of people are worried tonight. I was getting texts saying, Greg, are you okay? Yeah, the bad weather is not this far south, guys, unless it's out west. It is not in my area. It's up in Kentucky, Hopkinsville, in that area. They're having a tough time. I understand from some sources there's a tornado on the ground right now, or was up in Kentucky, around Fort Campbell, maybe. Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville, those areas apparently are having it rough. Anywho, let's do this. I got a laptop here, kind of ready to look at, so I can keep up the chat as I go through the other pages. Fortunately, I'm gonna need to leave it plugged in. It's battery on, it's about shot. I don't have time to charge it up enough. So I'm gonna leave it right here. So I kind of block some of my little desk ornaments, I guess. I'm just gonna check it as we go. I usually put it out of the field of view, but I got it plugged in back behind me. And I can't, until I get the battery charged up a little bit more, do that tonight. So for those of you that are new to my channel, for those of you that are new to these rooms, you're going, what in the world is this all about? Wednesdays and Thursday nights, we do videos that are primarily for the viewers. This is a chance for us to be a family, get together. A time when get-togethers have been a bit of short. And also is a chance for you to ask me questions and ask each other questions. I get some really good zingers on these sessions, but we're going to go through some weather and things like that. We usually do that on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. I share space weather, earth weather, those kind of things. Let's see, I need to hit the update button to pull up so our little session will show. There we go. Oops, I wish this thing wouldn't do that to me. About when I'm about to click something, the screen moves. There we go. And I'll have to hit the mute here as soon as it pops up. So hang on, guys. All right, it's already muted. Very good. Very, very, very good. Catastrophic tornadoes in Kentucky. That's what I'm hearing. E5, what we're looking at, guys, in terms of storm density. I've been at a company Christmas party tonight. So I miss them and stuff. So what have I done today? Well, I worked my day job this morning. I attended a power grid defense conference, not conference, weekly teleconference at noon. And then I did went out and worked on my truck, and I tried to also go I'm required now to test every Monday, and it's supposed to be, they second use the at-home kit. And this is part of my, not taking the, what at work, part of my religious exemption. I'm going to have to take a test starting Monday, but I've been having trouble finding the FDA approved at-home test kits, and I'm in several drugstores. So I'm gonna try a different one tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, but I've been doing that apart. But I've also been working on vehicles. The Vanna White, the white van, is having some issues. She is, what is she doing? She's got a gas leak, and it's got, well, I covered the window that was down with some tape because it was raining, and that means the air is not being circulated from the outside as much, so the internal gas leak is much worse. It's stifling in there. It makes it tough to drive it. And then on top of that, hey, Tico, how you doing? Finally looked handsome in those Coast Guard sweaters. Glad they fit. Yeah, I'm glad you saw them. By the way, I've got, Tico gave me a couple of good things. I didn't show y'all this one. This one is the hoodie he gave me. Ta-da! And I wore the orange sweater, I believe in my last podcast, didn't I? I think I wore in a couple of them. But tonight I'm decked out as Santa Claus. And we'll do a Christmas special later, so it's probably the only time I'm going to be decked out as Santa, my alter ego. So appreciate that, Tico. Also, somebody gave me Amazing Prophecies. This came from Debbie Gardia. She's a friend of mine from Ohio. And this whole magazine goes all into Revelations. It's a pretty strong analysis of the book of Revelations. And whether you believe it or not, I've been studying the book of Revelation since I was a kid. I mean, a young kid. That book just fascinated, riveted me. Let's see here. I am 56, have a million questions. How are you ready? A million questions. So I guess the age was to tell me that you probably got another 56 years to ask them. So for the next 56 years, I want to be getting a constant stream of questions. Is that right, Catherine? So back up, hang on, buckle on. Here comes the questions. Fire away, Catherine. Miss you last few nights. Yeah, Tico, that's what I know. I put on the stuff for that you sent me, hoping you would join in, but we missed you. So but tonight is Santa night. Yeah, it's Disco Santa. Yeah, we got to have a little fun tonight, right? We'll have to do the beard light before the night's over. Trump says, hello, my client just renewed my contract from 2019 contract, bumping me back to a height of 6 figures. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still need to call you. I got to go through my, they left me with cough. Oh, let's see. All right, let's see. Hi, everyone. Says, wildlife prepper. And thanks, glad for you to get them, respect your views and knowledge. Thank you. Dad was an engineer on Snark missile, Boeing, etc. Okay, Snark. So you come from a family of engineering. That's good. All righty. Let's see here. All the sun. How you doing, all the sun? All the sun. All the sun always points out I'm all is on. And Eric, how you doing, Eric? So Eric, I'm just trying to stay awake here to do a podcast. I had to wake up to do it. I had my Christmas party and it made me kind of sleepy afterwards. So I'm going to try to stick through this for a short period of time. I don't know how long we're going to go tonight, because this will probably keep up to me. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm almost done with it. So let's do that. Let's go through a few sites here, and let's see what we'll look at, some weather and some things like that. So yeah. Oh, I just pulled up the wrong thing. Hang on, guys. Not sure just how awake I am still. At least I can talk. Yeah, I was fighting it a little bit ago. It was just all right, guys, we're gonna go into ding 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 ding. Let's go over here to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. Where am I at? Chat. There it is. Share screen. Rudolph the Shiny Gun Cowboy. Oh, I don't know what you want to say. Had a very shiny nug. And if you ever saw it, you just want to give him a hug. All of the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph play any cowboy games. Then late one Saturday night, the sheriff came to town. Said, I'm having a hard time finding it. Said, Rudolph, with your nugs so bright, won't you lead my posse tonight? I love the other cowboys. Laughed and shouted out with glee. Says Rudolph, the shiny nug cowboy. You'll go down in history. All right, map is expired due to inactivity. Okay, let's refresh this map. Bing, 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 bing. And it's going to come down into my little area, which is not what I wanted to do. So there's not a lot going on here right now. I'm going to zoom out. Ding. I'm in weather.com. And there it is. And you can see up in this area, it's looking pretty rough up here, guys. Northern Kentucky. Don't look good right there. Either just north of Nashville. You see that line right there? That's kind of bowed. That's usually a sign of some really strong storms right there coming in toward Nashville. So that's not a good area to be in. But look up here, guys. I'm gonna get a 1-2 punch in this area. Up in Michigan, look around Lansing. Oh, it's pretty heavy storming up there. It seems to be the northern end of it. Then you got snow up here, very high north. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, still yawning here. So right now it's really quiet around here where I'm at. We've had a little bit of showers, a little bit of rain. That's a pretty heavy line of storms right there. So I would expect it to come through here and around 5 or 6 in the morning, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. I hope I'm snoozing and sleep right through it. The beauty of storms early in the morning, that's when they've had the last time they're going to be least energized because the atmosphere don't have the sunlight shining on it all day. It's been cooling off all night, but it's pretty darn warm outside. It's very warm. So it could get intense. It's very warm outside. Almost too hot for me to be wearing what I got on. All right, let's see. Let me check the notes here. So what people talk in Kentucky, says Brian. Let's see here. What about this nuclear talk with Russia? Well, yeah, things could get crazy. It could get really bad, guys. It's that's why I did that video. It kind of cued off the James Bond, the Russia with love, except, we're talking about throwing nukes at them. So I said the Russia with nukes. So that's it's quite a title, but that's kind of what some people are hinting at. The thing is, if we get into it with Russia, it could become that. It could always escalate. That's the problem. Once you start a war, it's sometimes hard to contain it. You don't know where it's going to go. You may not plan for things to happen, but there's a lot of possibilities for error. Nukes is just bully flexing muscles. Yeah, maybe. Drops. This is the part where Santa fell off the back of the sleigh and did a miracle on 42nd Street. Oh, hope I ain't doing that. Yeah. All right. Senior extended the car. Senior extended care. Bill G. Gila. What are you saying here, Arnold? I'm kind of missing out what you're getting at there. Senior extended care. Maybe you meant to say building level. Oh, you left the N out. I do that a lot of times. Senior extended care. Oh, that's not good. That's awful. That is scary. That is awful, guys. I hope the seniors were out, but that don't sound too likely. Deborah Montoya. Hello, Greg. You look like Santa. Ho, ho, ho. I am Santa. Don't you know? Ho, ho, ho. Looking back at my older video. Yeah, so I've covered this before. All right. So, Tico, Russia and China can shut down our electronics, and we're useless. That's right. That we are very vulnerable, and we let China get in the back door of our electrical systems. Never should have happened. Never should have happened. As you know, President Trump did put out executive orders we couldn't be buying any more Chinese components for our critical electrical systems, but Biden rescinded that. One of his first executive orders, he rescinded that right off the bat. So really, why did you do that? And it wasn't even in an executive order. It had nothing that he did that in, had nothing to do with the power grid, but it was in there, like hiding down. We found it real fast. I covered it in some previous videos. GG, sounds like you're not going to make it too late. Yeah, we may not. That's a possibility. We may not last long. Let's see. Cheers, everyone says decoy bacon. Most of the nukes of China and India are much cleaner. Well, if you're talking about nuke plants, maybe. Cold here in California, Greg. Cold to us anyway, 45 degrees. We're outside here, it's almost 70. It is warm. It is warm. Wildlife prep too. Well, if it took down a whole senior extended care facility, they're probably lucky if they only lost 2 people. But that's still a tragedy. That's very much a tragedy. Let's see what it says for temperature right here, right now. 70 degrees. It's been getting warmer and warmer and warmer all day and night. It is 70 degrees outside. 70 degrees. And it is after midnight. And it's still getting warmer. Isn't that crazy? 70 degrees. Wow. 62 degrees in Gettysburg tomorrow. All right, let's look at this stuff. Here we are in windy. Get rid of that. Hang on, guys. Let me pull up something else here real fast. Now I don't want to do what I want it to do. Oh well. Oh, we can see the winds coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. Well, actually coming out of the Atlantic. Coming around and going right up the Gulf of Mexico. And you're getting caught up in this little spiral up in this area around Michigan and Wisconsin. And you got snow up here, of course. A lot of wind feeding straight up through here. And this is where that front is. Lots of wind. Warm, moist air coming deep, deep south. Coming right out of the tropics. Right up where I'm at. All up into, going all the way up into Michigan. It's warm tropical air, but what's getting up here is turning into snow. Isn't that amazing, guys? That's got a lot of wind into it. Long arrows. Longer arrows mean higher wind. Oh, here with strong wind coming down over the plains too. All this feeding this system. So some strong wind out here too, off the heading right in and looks like mainly into Vancouver. Maybe it's a little bit Seattle, but Vancouver looks like they're getting pounded by wind. So let's go look at the raindrops falling on our head. Rain and thunder. Well, that shows us what's down under here. Rain and thunder. There we go. See snow. Rain and thunder. Thunderstorms. There's where the thunderstorms are, guys. Right up and down the Mississippi River Valley, right here. Up and down the Mississippi River Valley. This is the Cumberland Valley in Tennessee. Tennessee Valley is right here. You see that? That's some of the lakes. This is sort of the biggest part of the Tennessee Valley is in North Alabama. I live north of the Tennessee Valley in Alabama. Tennessee Valley does start a little bit up into here, but mainly goes through here. Yes, I live north of the Tennessee River. In fact, it's about, almost an hour's drive south to hit the Tennessee River. So how about that? Well, it depends on which way I go. I mean, I could hit it in like 30 or 40 minutes if I went through the Arsenal, Redstone Arsenal. Yeah, okay, guys. Yeah, that's a lot of storms. That looks frightening, especially knowing what's going on up here in Kentucky. So let's go back here and look at rain and thunder again. And let's look at, so I can get this expanded. No, rain accumulation, that's what I'll look at. This is over the next 3 days. Next 5 days ain't make much difference for us. Looks like we're getting some out west though. Next 10 days. All right, let's look out here. Well, looks like the West Coast is going to be making up for their long drought and deficit, guys. A lot of rain in California. So that's going to help out a lot, even down here in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's going to help California out considerably. Oregon, Washington State. Look at it, halfway into Washington State. So how's Spokane doing in general in this middle area here? A lot of this rain is coastal, at least west on the west side of the states. In the southeast, we're getting a lot of rain. Like here, western Tennessee, especially southeastern Arkansas, Mississippi River Valley. It's part of the well, that's Tennessee River actually. Tennessee River goes huge. There ain't no hills in this area, so that's not a valley right here. Tennessee River starts up around here, comes down, comes back up. Yeah, it dips way down in Alabama, comes back up. Oh, wow. Let's see here. San Juan, Puerto Rico, a little bit of rain down there. Look at the tropics, guys. Brazil. Ooh, Brazil getting a lot of rain. Lots of rain in Brazil. Well, this rainforest needs it, right? So there we go. Not much up in that direction. So let's look at temperature. Shows you how far the warmth is going up north, guys. Look at that. That wild. This is a warm finger of air just shooting way north, straight up. Look here, kind of cold up in the Colorado Rockies. Got some snow up in that area. Cooler out in northwest Arizona, actually, much cooler there than this here. So zoom in, we can check this temperature out. Like I said, right now, according to my cell phone, it's 70 degrees here. That's a 68. Come back out here. What's it over in Snowflake, Arizona? Wow. Snowflake is 27 degrees. It is below freezing. Holbrook's 27 degrees. Sholo, which is a nice town, is 25 degrees. They got trees around Sholo. They got forest up there, pine forest. But down in Snowflake, it's a desert. Big difference from here to here. Big difference from here to here, guys. Forest and juniper bushes. That's the difference. Forest and juniper bushes. Let's go around here. See where it's cold, below freezing. guys up in Washington State, check that out. Scenic is 30. Tacoma's 43. Seattle's 41. It looks like. No, it's 43. Vancouver 42. Boy, you get freezing right close to all those areas. You don't have to move far at all to get freezing temperatures. Yeah, up in here, you know, islands are pretty much freezing. Scrolling north. We up north. We're heading. Yeah, we're looking at Alaska Panhandle. All right. Kodiak. Homer 26. Anchorage. Anchorage is 16 degrees. Wasilla, where Sarah Palin's, that's 15 degrees. Delta Junction. I can't tell if it says 6 or 8. Let me zoom in. Well, I had a temperature. Well, how am I put on my eyeglasses to see that? I can't tell what it's saying. Letters so small. 6 degrees in Delta Junction, Alaska. All right, that means Fort Greely right next to it's about that temperature too. Yeah, that's where I used to live, guys. Right around here. Wow, it's even colder up here around Mount Hayes and Mount Deborah, which I used to could see from my apartment on Fort Greely. Shows the wind. Allen Army Airfield, Fort Greely. So I used to be right here, guys. Yeah, I used to live right about here. That's where I used to live. Right where my cursor's at. There was a neat plant over here. That was the airfield. Used to be a rec center right about, I think that's probably the rec center. Fire hall. Here's a new missile complex. The ABM missiles and the ballistic missiles. 6 degrees. Burr. Oh wow, look up here, guys. That's really windy streaming down here too. I'm curious, what's this area? If that shows any list of temperatures. Barrow's a little warmer. -12 right here. All right, -0 temp areas. Look over here in Siberia, guys. Siberia is really cold. Wow. Deep cold in Siberia, guys. Deep, deep, deep cold in Siberia. Scandinavia, all below freezing. Poland, Germany, Czechoslovakia, what's left of Czech and Slovakia, I guess. Hungary, I mean Australia, excuse me, Austria, Hungary's over here. Austria, Czech Republic, Poland, Germany, a little bit of the Netherlands, yeah, see they're below freezing. England, well, on the west coast, below freezing. Iceland, yeah, it's got, well, that's a good vortex right there, just between Iceland and Greenland. Iceland's got a little area that's not below freezing, but most of it is. Greenland, yeah, Greenland is pretty darn cold. Pretty darn cold up in Greenland. And of course, we're getting in down into Almost summertime, late spring, almost summertime. Look at Australia. It is really warm in Australia, guys. We got anybody here from Australia tonight? They're at Court Halo. We got 53 in the room. Good to see that. I only got 35 thumbs up, guys. Help me out with the Al Gore has no rhythm. Bowling Green has a 15-minute forewarning. Uh-oh. God, I hope they're going to be okay there, guys. We need to pray for them. Tell for BC. Let me scroll back through the chat here. Yeah, hang on, guys. I got a lot of chat I missed here. Okay. I meant to have this open so I could watch the chat as we're going through here. Oh, Australia looks hot. All right, Arnold. About the senior care facility. Mud. Fun Star Sup. Deborah Montoya. Hey, hello, Greg. Oh, yeah, you look like Sent. I am. Everybody. This is Victory. How you doing? Tico, Russian, China. Yeah, all right, I've already went through some of these comments. Tico, if your offensive weapons can't launch, you're toast. Exactly. And that's what could happen if we get an EMP, guys. That's what EMP can do to us. So what, guys, our nuclear forces can't launch unless they get an emergency, what do you call it? Emergency alert message, EAM. So they have to get that message, and it's got to be authenticated for them to launch. And the problem is with a strong enough EMP secret weapon pulse, our facilities that communicate to those facilities may be toast. We may not be able to communicate to them any launch commands. Those in the United States or abroad. Our nuclear submarines out abroad may be useless. So, you know, should we have went to that new structure which we adopted? That's a good question. Did the Clintons buy uranium mines in Ukraine? Good question. -10 here in Western Alberta. All right, yeah, we should go back to Western Alberta here. Wow. Right behind you, Arnold. Let's step in here. Let's see if we can see some temperatures. I'm going to go to Alberta. Alice Springs, 108 degrees. Woo-wee. Here, 109, 108, 111 degrees. Yeah. 111 degrees. Up in this area, guys. Fitzroy Crossing. I can't pronounce that. 111 degrees. Yikes. 113 degrees here, guys. 117. Whoo! Marble Bar, 117 degrees. Yeah, Australia is cooking. Yow, up in the outback. Melbourne, what's Melbourne? 91. Most people in Australia live on the coast, by the way, guys. Wow. Melbourne, 91. We got some areas that are just flat cooking. Perth is nice. Perth's only 74 degrees. That's the mildest temperatures up there in all of Australia right now, but don't have to go far above Perth. 74 to 117 up here. 117 degrees. Whew, what do you think about that, Arnold Schmidt? From where you're at, 117 degrees. Wow. So we're gonna go back up. Actually, we could get there faster going this way, I think. Let's go back to across the Atlantic. Western Alberta. Well, here, Eastern Alberta's colder. Look at that. -8 degrees here. Cold Lake is cold. Cold Lake is -12 degrees. -12 degrees in Cold Lake. So Cold Lake is indeed cold. Yes, Cold Lake lives up to its name. 17 over here, 13 here, 12 degrees over here. We're in the Fahrenheit territory, guys. -15 up here at Fox Lake. So that's pretty cold. Fox Lake is -15 degrees. -22 degrees over here at Sandy Lake. Oh, see, that's getting cold. -26. Caribou, -26. Churchill, which is on here's where you get your polar bears, guys, up around Churchill. In the Hudson Bay, it's -16. It's polar bear country. Polar bears. All right, let's look over here. It's unbelievable Kentucky tornado destruction on YouTube video. Wow, I'll have to check it out before the night's over. Oh, Patriots, how are you doing? Says drops. Crazy to get those storms this time of the year. Yeah, it is. I'm right close to Ontario and upstate New York. We had a wind advisory, says Patriots. Drops, Family Garden says, yeah, I know we have an ex-girlfriend and her husband that live in Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, Drops, very good. Very good. I don't know, I was concerned about your greenhouses, but you're drinking coffee and not in a panic mode. Exactly. Well, my greenhouse is in a kind of it's surrounded by big, tall trees. The winds there get buffered a whole lot by the trees around it. That helps with the winds quite a bit. Carmine, evening, Greg. True. I love storms of snow, says Muddy Fun Star. Patriots, beautiful, stubborn, and smart, growing fast. Oh, that's good. That's good. She was Miss Alabama, by the way. All right. I got to tell you a story about a Miss Alaska at one point, guys. Miss Alaska dated one of my good friends. So I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. Chewy weather. Heck of a mess going on tonight. Yeah. And it's really late for tornadoes to be that strong too. But there's such a warm strength of air, massive air blowing up. You can see it here on this. Look at this, guys, coming out of through here, coming up, straight up. This is tropical, almost tropical winds coming up right up the middle of the United States. Here in the middle of wintertime. Well, almost on the onset of winter almost. We got a huge finger of tropical winds just shooting right up. Yeah, so it's 70 degrees where I'm at, guys. It's warm. But tomorrow night's supposed to be freezing. We're supposed to go from this to freezing, guys. California, either drought or washed out. Yeah, that's pretty typical for California, guys. I've never seen storm-acts like this in December. In 22 years, I've been a meteorologist. Wow, Chewy weather. Wow. Yeah, I've been getting some updates from Chewy. Chewy, you got to tell me, what are you expecting that's going to hit my area here in the morning? We got Space Girl here. Yes, I see somebody said hi to her. I must have missed it when I was scrolling through. Sure, I'll see her in a minute. Space Girl, blessings, saints. There you go. There we are. Drops typical for BC. I hear that at Mass River. Yeah, it's okay. Greg, do you do recent quakes yet? No, I haven't done that yet. I haven't got that page. So we'll look at that in a minute. That's without wind, Greg. Okay. Well, we did some winds earlier, but we didn't look at wind speeds. Not sure how long I'm going to be able to go tonight, guys. Yeah, it's warm, no kidding. Cunnilingus, how you doing? Big hugs to you. Victory, what are you talking about? Drops garden, family garden. Dr. Death is like the weather, no mask. Oh, Dr. Death. Yeah, we understand. Hey, it's like from the bottom of the chat room here. Bernard, what's this like? Pine needles does anything? What's it like in the pine needles? Does anything like the oils of eucalyptus stop most soil? Eucalyptus oils kills about everything but natives. You must be in Australia. Is that right, Bernard? But all the eucalyptus, and you're asking, eucalyptus, but you're asking about pines. You must be in Australia. Pine, pine is different. Worms don't like the oils in pine. So pine oils are tough on some critters, but not necessarily everything. Connie's finally got an inch of snow in Denver. All right, well, good for you. Yeah, Illinois, Tennessee weather is a trip. So Decoy, you're in Tennessee, right? Black slacks was 74 hours ago, windy and low 30s now. Wow, that's a huge change. Chewy, you'll have the storm line move through between 5 and 7, and it might get a little bit rough for half an hour, but not nearly as bad as now. Exactly. I see, that's the beauty of it. I'm lucky the time frame he's talking about it coming through, because what happens, guys, typically a system is strongest when it's had a whole day of sunshine. Like in the late afternoon, storms are the strongest. Late afternoon storms are usually the worst. And as the night gets long and long, things have a chance to cool down some. But unfortunately, this air is coming from so deep south, it's coming up really warm. That's why it's stormy. But it's always better. And I'm lucky that this lines would come through me in the wee morning hours, just where it's really daylight's cooking. Bernard, I got my Christmas tree, biggest I can see in the town. Oh, you got pines too. All right. So where are you at, Bernard? This is my lesson in FE. Don't have a clue as to what you're talking about. Enough said. Now, when you say FE, what are you talking about, Victory? This is my lesson in FE. Okay, we're kind of skipping around. I'm not sure what you mean by FE. Ho, ho, ho. You can see I'm decked out for Christmas here. We had a Christmas party tonight at work, and I didn't feel like changing. Here's the earthquake map. Oh, we've been getting a lot in this area right here. Williamsville, Missouri, 2.5. There's been a lot in this area right here of late, guys. Caribbean, still a bunch. Western side of the Fuca Plate, still active, 4.5. Down here where the Fuca meets the San Andres, 2.5. Right off the San Andres, 2.6. Okay, that's the most recent in earthquakes. Let's come over here and look at space weather. No sunspots. No sunspots. Y'all can catch better if you're going to try to catch Comet Leonard. You better get at it. I think tomorrow's the closest approach to Earth. No sunspots. Coronal holes are not all that significant. Yeah, it's showing a pretty strong aurora borealis up in Canada through Alaska. Now, see, I lived in this part of Alaska, so if I were there, I'd be seeing it now. They're having a good, strong aurora borealis. Black pearl. Asteroids, always in the past, you have the closest passes. This was Friday, 0.5 lunar distance, halfway between Earth and the Moon, 7-meter asteroid, traveling pretty darn fast at 20.1 kilometers per second. That was a fast one, just discovered. So always we're finding those like that. The closest thing coming at us is 1 lunar distance today. 1 lunar distance today, and it's also 7 meters. 7-meter asteroids here, guys, and it's bucking along fairly fast at 13.5 kilometers per second, not as fast as this guy. Nothing to be concerned about in the forecast here of asteroids that we can see in the near-term future. And here we are, ho, ho, ho. Stop the share. All right, guys. Y'all, So what's it, what we're saying here? Isn't the atomic symbol for iron? Oh yeah, Fe. Yeah, that is. That is. Fe is the atomic symbol for air. Iron. I mean air. Jeez, I'm getting airheaded, I think. All right. Oh no, no sunspot means she's about to crack it. Oh, hope not. Nah, it just means the sun's not as active for a little bit. I'm in Australia, Victoria, pines all around and all the gum trees. Okay, Bernard, good to hear that. Let's see, I've got my Christmas tree. All right. Guys, I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I can't. Mother Nature is calling to me. My favorite Santa, says Victory. Air heading it. Oh, air heading it again. Yeah, it's late. It's late, guys. All righty, guys. Yeah, Mother Nature's gonna be calling me a little bit. I can't last too long here. Anyway, boy, I tell you what, it's been a long day for me. Oh yeah, I told y'all some of the stuff I've done, but I've also when I got back from hunting on those medical kits, what I wound up doing, I wound up working some on my truck. We got a new fuel water pump on my truck. I put a heavy duty on it. Maybe it's too much. I had a guy doing a little work for me. He really messed up putting the thermostat in. So he cracked my thermostat house, guys. The house on top of the thermostat in our motor. So I took off the old one today, and I looked, and it was blowing water, and there was the gasket seal. The RTV was all on top of the intake manifold. I'm going, you know what? He blew that out. So he didn't let it cure before he turned it on. Plus, he might have squeezed it out by just putting that stuff on and tightening it down immediately. I think that's what he did. And he didn't clean the engine block off. You're supposed to clean the engine block off before you put that stuff down. It was so greasy. That stuff's not going to adhere to grease. And in fact, I put alcohol in it to try to degrease it. I scraped it, put alcohol on it, put the RTV down on top of the interface there, put my little gasket down. I kind of squished it around good. So hopefully there were no bumps in there that might leave a void that cause the water to go spewing out. And then I put the housing on top, and I just snugged it. I didn't finish tightening it down, but I had to get ready and take me a shower and get ready to go to Christmas party. So tomorrow I want to go back out there, and I'm going to snug her on down real good and tight, put my hose pipe back on, maybe a little more cooler. And I'm hoping my truck Betsy Blue will be running again tomorrow. I hope. The Vanna White, is having some issues. She is leaking gas somewhere. It's getting in the cabin. And now that I put tape over the passenger window so it wouldn't rain in there, it's intense inside of gas mills. I got to do something about Vanna White. She needs some help. The intake manifold. That's right, Arnold. Yeah, they had that RTV. Just it was blown out on top, sitting on top of the intake manifold. And I go, well, no wonder she was blowing water. So the guy really messed up. He claims to be a mechanic. Some people though. I asked him though, I said, hey, how do you put on I was just testing. I said, how do you put on how do you bolt on a oil pan? He goes, oh, I skip around, bolts. I said, no, that's not really one thing you don't really have to do oil pan. You do that for a head. And of course, anything when you put on large structures, it's good to skip around a little bit torquing. And there's a bolt pattern. When you're doing a head, there's actually a pattern that tells you which bolt to torque in what order, usually. But so, because you don't want to warp a head. That's the main thing about a head. You don't want to warp a oil pan either, but you're not as likely to. And you shouldn't, because you don't torque them down like a head. It's the fact he was talking about that meant he was a little bit off. When you torque an oil pan too much, it will leak like a sieve. So the gasket can't handle it. You don't tighten them down much. So what you do with oil, and what I was looking for from him, he didn't get. I said, I'm talking about how do you torque it? And he said, well, you just tighten it on up, and and I said, no. Well, an oil pan, when you're putting on an oil pan, guys, you turn it, you put the screw bolts in hand tight, get them hand tight, and you put a wrench on it and go 1/4 turn. Quarter turns like this. That's it. That's all you do. 1/4 turn. You didn't know that. Well, I use a torque wrench. Well, you need a torque wrench. You know, if you're doing inch pounds, maybe, but you know, so if he's looked it up, and that, you know, that guy would have winkered it down. That's what he would have done, probably. So if you overdo some things, you don't want to over tighten. Uncommon news. How you doing, Doug? All right. And from Doug, I got this whistle. Doug handmade this, guys. This is mesquite. He got this in Franklin, from Franklin Mountain. This mesquite. Let's see, he's oiled it with olive oil. He's passed it through the flame to make it hard. Very good. Very good. Too much eggnog, Santa? No, not too much. I don't drink any eggnog. Just joined in. Good to see you on Common News. That's Doug. Greg, can you say Merry Christmas to my son Jacob and tell him he's been a good boy this year? I'll play the video for him tomorrow. Ho, ho, ho. Jacob, you've been a good boy. Thank you so much for being a good boy this year. You should have a good Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Thank you for being so good, Jacob. Yeah. How about that? I get people. Listen, I went to Walmart yesterday hunting. What was I in Walmart for? Hunting. Oh, yeah, that's where I got my hat. I can't find the one I had before. And I was. Where's it at? That's interesting. I was wearing overalls and this hat. This hat and overalls, nothing red. And, you know, maybe a green shirt. And I get this woman looking, oh, Santa. I said, I'm on my way to get a Santa hat. She wanted a picture with me. She said, well, I'm going to post this on Facebook and show all my friends I was with Santa. Of course, you know, like I said, I was wearing this hat, guys. this old army flop hat, which I love. This thing. It's old. It's beat up. It's greasy, but this is one of my favorite hats, guys. It's even got a couple of holes in the top. You can see them right here. See, through them almost. Ding, 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 ding. But hey, it sheds water. Sheds water. It's good to wear it in the wintertime. This is a good hat to wear outside in the wintertime when I'm working. You know, I wear the vintage hats. In the summertime, my favorite hat to wear is this one. It's my favorite summer hat. Yeah, it looks like it's rough. It's nasty looking. It's still my favorite hat to wear outside in the summertime. And of course, you know, I got my hat for the farmer's market. And then I got the hat that you guys like to see me in normally here. But no, I get the kids. The kids look at me in the grocery store. Santa. I go in like this. Oh yeah, I'll get Santa. But I mean, I've been wearing anything, and they'll see me, Santa. They just be staring. I go, ho, ho, ho. They love it. They love it. So this is my time of the year. I love this time of the year, guys. Colorado Janice. This is when I'm in my own. Ho, ho, ho. All righty. What size hat does Santa wear? Normally a 7 1/4. Now I actually got 2 of these ho-ho hats because I had a friend with one that was really too big for me. So I got this one too. I bought 2. One of mom's got a little deeper red in it, the one I'm wearing. And I got all the fuzz on this one. This one's a small size, and this was a large. Oh, maybe it's medium. What is this? Yeah, this is a medium. But this medium actually turned out to be kind of tight. The large, I was worried about getting a large, but I put this on that seemed kind of tight, so I went ahead and got the large. This one really is tight though. So the large one's a little bit too big, and this one's a little too small. I can wear it though. I can definitely wear it. But she's tight. Let's see here. I'm gonna try this one on. Let's see if I can get it on. She is tight. Ah. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I can wear it. She's tight. So I'm wearing this one. She's a little bit on the big side. There we go. Get the. Alrighty, guys. How's all that? Come spring, I see an Amish farmer hat heading your way. Oh, okay. New Days Always has written some songs for us in this channel here. We'll have to get into Northern Girls. How you doing? Colorado Jan's in the house. Good to know. Briars Jeremy, -5 degrees here in Ely, Nevada. Wow. You're lots colder than I am. We're 70 degrees here right now. 70 degrees, guys. It's like springtime weather here. Springtime weather. I'm going to throw my blankets off my bed tonight. Santa needs bobby pins. I love this time of the year too, says Colorado. Don't squeeze your brain. Northern Girl Hobbies. All right, that's funny. True. God bless you, sir. Connie, night, Greg and Tribe. Well, good night, Connie. So yeah, we're having some good times here. We'll do the light here in a minute. Anywho, let me check out my hair, guys. It's getting long, ain't it? I got a buddy from work named Frank. He's got really long hair too, kind of reddish. He's definitely Viking. Big, tall guy. He's big, tall, very muscular. So, all righty. Sweet Beamer says Victory to Connie. Ring Race, you still doing the show on Sunday night with Lee? Yeah, I'm planning on it. So in case y'all don't know, Lee and I are planning to do a show Sunday night. So I got to get in contact with him sometime Sunday about that. Einstein's mom, looking good, Santa Claus. Thank you, thank you. Old Santa Claus is about to head to bed here in a little bit. So we've been on for about an hour here. About an hour. We're gonna Leanne and I are going to meet some guys tomorrow morning for delivery of microgreens. We got a little bit pre-sales, so we got about 4 large size boxes to deliver. Let's see, is anybody? I'm checking my email here, see if I've got anything new in my email. No, not really. That's interesting. Come back over here too. This Colorado Jan Greg is very much like my friend Gordo, the knife guy. Your friend Gordo. All right. Alrighty, guys. Let's take some prayer requests, and we'll do the beard light before the night's over. When I down the lights, you'll see the lights back here a little better. Where's my remote control? I find my remote control from my stage lights. Oh, here it is. My stage light remote control. All right. Any prayer requests, guys? Viking here too. All right, drops. I'm going to shut down this laptop. I'm going to keep up with y'all on the computer here. Since I've already done my sharing, website sharing. Oops, I didn't mean to actually put the slip like this back down. Oh well. Fine. I'll let this thing charge up some. Yeah, well, we've been on here almost an hour. Check it out. The hourglass is just down the last few grains right here. Gotta go through pretty fast. PDQ. Actually, I think we've been on here more than an hour, so this must be taking more than an hour to drain through. Interesting. All righty. So, yeah, let's pray for all people affected by the storms. That's the top notch here tonight. Okay, then, Rocket Man, I'll say good night to you and the friends in the chat. Okay, we'll do a little prayer session. Always we pray for Granny Lana and her granddaughter Kaylee. We'll pray for Randy Bly, the blue bottle bunny farm. Yeah, that's the blue bottle that seasonal blue bottle bunny farm made for me with the Rocket Santa on it. See, Rocket Santa. All right. And let's do that. Let's make it a quick night here. All right. So pray for the dumb juicers is all I can say. Pro athletes. Oh, okay. Hourglass is cool. I got that hourglass from our friend Judy Dow. All right, guys, Mother Nature's gonna be calling me in a minute, so I'm gonna have to go. We got to cook through here. Ho, 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 says Gregory Stevens. Please pray for all can see what we're connected to each other. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's do pray for the people affected by these storms tonight, especially up in Kentucky. They've been hit hard, guys. Been hit hard. So let's do that real fast. So. Amen. Amen, guys. Mother Nature's kind of got me in a hurry here. That's 12 million vets that are still viable, maybe called up. Whoa. We're calling up all of us. And we're going to be in sad shape, especially when they're reaching up to us at something over 60. Could happen. That means we're in a tough shape. Well, guys, if we get into it with Russia and China, that may have to happen. Hey, I still know my way around the M16. I can still handle it because they call them other things now. They got other new versions, but they're basically the same thing. Won't be able to do a 20-mile road march these days. I don't think like I used to do. I used to run 12 miles every other day. That ain't happening. You give me some mechanized ride, watch out. Yeah, I got some knee issues. But anyway, yeehaw. So we're going to turn off. We're going to use my remote control and turn off the stage lights. My remote control. Turn off the overhead light over here. All right. Drop says, not me. I'm still in better shape. Half the men my age. There you go. Twice as strong. Look, I got kids here in their 20s outworked. Absolutely outworked. Kids in their 20s. Can't you hold it till we get to the next town? What do you mean the next town? What are you talking about, Arnold? Can't you hold it till we get to the next town? What am I? Oh. Oh, Mother Nature. Nah, Mother Nature is talking to me. She's starting to scream. That's what you're talking about. All right. So, gross Harley. All right, talking to Victory. All right. Now you can see the lights. They look a little better, don't they? All right. Ho, ho, ho. It's time to go. And we got the beard light. Yeah, I need to get a recording of some of this music that my friend. Oh yeah, we got wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in one tractor open sleigh. Hey, dashing through the mud in one tractor open sleigh. Over the weeds we go, laughing all the way. Hammers on knife blades ring. Anvils ring, making knife blades bright. Oh, how fun it is to ride and sling sledding song tonight. Oh, wiggle worms, wiggle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in one tractor open sleigh. Hey. And I got to get the words down pat for that. I wasn't even down pat for that. I'm getting a little rusty. This light's a little weak tonight. Oh, yeah, my light's needing some charge, I guess. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, maybe that light's a little too bright. Ho, ho, ho. All righty, guys. There we are. Who else gives you this? The beard lights. Goes for Santa really good, don't it? Yeah, that blinker light is a little on the weak side for some reason. All right. Well, this thing is it's not charging through the charger here. It's only charging solar right now. And this ain't charging so good that way. I got to set it directly under the light over there. Maybe that'll help. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Check back the chat room here. We got some laughs. That's good. All right. I hope best for your sister. What's going on with her sister there? Guys, remember when you go to bed tonight, just also pray for the families of the people of the storms. Check out my playlist and my friends, the Knife Guy. Okay, well, check out your channel. So you got a channel, Northern Girl Hobbies. We need to check out our channel, guys. Smack it thumbs up. Yeah, guys, we need some more thumbs up. That Space Santa. There we go. Guys, I got to go. We got to run. Thank you so much for joining our show. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And have an awesome